everybody, it's Paige, and today's video is going to be a book haul. This is the biggest book haul that I have ever filmed. I have about 50 books, 50 books to show you guys in today's video. I recently had my birthday and I went birthday book shopping. Some of these books were sent to me for my birthday or for other reasons, and yeah, I'm gonna show you guys every single book that I have collected over the last couple of months. I will have all of these books linked down below in the description box. I will have a link to my Amazon page that has every single book there, so definitely check that out if you guys are interested in any of these books. Also, my Goodreads will be linked down below so you guys can add me as a friend on Goodreads. I don't have a lot of time to chat because we have a lot to go through, so if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. So I won't be giving you guys a synopsis of every single book because this video would be like 4 hours long. So I'm just going to show you guys the books that I got and tell you a little bit about them if I have any knowledge on the books. Some of these books I don't really know too much about, so it's going to be a fun surprise. But I figured I would start with this stack of books here, which is by an author, and her name is Sophie Lark. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of her, but she writes mafia, dark romance type books. She has a few series that are already out, and I have some books to show you guys. The first one is called Brutal Prince. This is the first book in the Brutal Birthright series. I cannot wait to read this. I believe this is the first book that you should read. There's a reading order or a suggested reading order that makes the most sense, and I'm pretty sure this is where we start. I can't wait to read this. I have this on my March TBR. I've never read a dark romance book before, and I've also never read anything mafia related, so I've heard that this is a good introductory series to that genre, so I'm excited to read this. I already know I'm gonna love it. I just know that I will, but yeah, this is the first book that I purchased. I bought that for my birthday, and I also have 3 books by her from the Kingmaker series. I have shown these on my Instagram, but I haven't talked about them on YouTube. So I bought these first because I was going to start with this series, but then I realized that I should start with this series. So this is the Kingmaker series. No, this is the Brutal Birthright series. This is the Kingmaker series, and this series is about the children of these people, if that makes sense. So yeah, I have the first 3 books in the Kingmaker series. We have The Heir, The Rebel, and The Bully. These are gorgeous covers. These are discreet limited edition covers. I think they're limited edition, but they're not the original covers, but I love these ones so freaking much. They're beautiful. I can't wait for the 4th and 5th books to come out in this cover because then my collection will be complete, and I'm just so obsessed. So I have an obsession with Sophie Lark without even reading a Sophie Lark book yet. And that would be thanks to my friend Kristen. So those are the first 4 books that I treated myself to because I want to expand my reading genres, and I feel like this is going to be the perfect way to do it. Next, I have a stack of books. This whole entire stack here, and these were all books that were gifted to me, so I'm gonna show you guys those now. Well, actually, first, okay, so I have the Briar U series here. This is by Elle Kennedy. I'm so excited about this. I read the Off-Campus series and I loved it. So this is I don't know if it's a spin-off per se, but it's in the same universe. It's at Briar University. It's just different characters. So we have The Dare, The Play, The Risk, and The Chase. I think I just read those in backwards order, but I saw The Risk at my Barnes & Noble, so I did purchase this one. But then these 3 showed up to my house last week, and they were gifted to me by an amazing person. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to Chrissy for sending me these books off of my Amazon wish list. These showed up on Saturday, which is actually the day that we were celebrating my birthday, so it was a fun birthday surprise. I had no idea that these were coming, and it was so cool to have Amazon show up and deliver these packages. So thank you so much, Chrissy. You completed my Writer You series, and I cannot wait to read it. Next, I have a book by Jenny Proctor. This is called Love and Bloom, and she actually sent me this book, and I was so excited because I've heard great things about Jenny Proctor. My friend Kristen has read some of her stuff, and I actually read a novella by her, and it was so good. It's called The Dating Game, and you can download it for free if you sign up for her newsletter, which is what I did, and it was so cute. I definitely recommend checking out that novella. Totally worth the read. It helped me get out of my March reading slump, so definitely check it out. This is a part of a series, and this is the 4th book in the series. It's not like a chronological series. I believe it's just like 4 different couples in like an interconnected world. I did order the other 3 books in the series because I wanted to have the complete paperback series so that I could put it on my bookshelf. But yeah, this one was sent to me by Jenny Proctor, and I was so excited, not expecting it at all, and it is signed by her, which is so cool. But I think that this takes place in downtown Charleston, and I think it's like there's like a rivalry between 2 tour guides in downtown Charleston, which sounds super cute. I have been to Charleston, but it's been a while, and I really want to go back, but I can't wait to read this along with the rest of that series. It sounds so cute. Next, I was sent 2 books from someone, and her name, I believe, is SG. It's E-Z-G-I. I'm not sure how to pronounce it properly, so I'm sorry, but I actually talked about these in another video, and I posted about them on Instagram. So we have 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston, and we have Did I Mention I Love You by Estelle Mascame? Not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but this is actually a series that is originally from Wattpad. It's the 1st book in the series. I can't wait to read both of these, so thank you so much to SG for sending me these books. Again, I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Let me know how to pronounce it properly if I'm saying it wrong, because I definitely don't want to keep pronouncing it incorrectly. The next book was gifted to me by my lovely friend Kristen. This is called The Secret Bridesmaid. Her and I actually have an ARC to read that is also by this author, which I do have a few ARCs that I want to show you guys on my Kindle, but an ARC is an advanced reader copy, just in case you didn't know. So we have a few books, or I have a few books that I have like in advance of them being published for me to read and review. So we both have one by this author. So she gifted me this book. It's called The Secret Bridesmaid by Katie Burchall. I can't wait, or Burchall, not sure how to pronounce it. Again, I'm so bad at pronouncing names, I'm sorry. But this looks super cute, and I cannot wait to read it. So thank you to Kristen. And then I have a Penelope Douglas book. This is called Birthday Girl. This was gifted to me by my amazing friend Alicia. I can't wait to read this. This is going to be my first Penelope Douglas book that I read, and I'm so excited. I don't really know what this one's about other than it's about Jordan and Pike, and I'm excited. So thank you to everyone who sent me or gifted me books. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any ideas of books that I should continue to add to my wish list so that I can purchase them in the future, let me know in the comments down below. I know I don't need any more books, but just like for the future, you know? So anyway, let me grab a stack of these books to go through with you guys next. The book that I have an ARC for is called The Wedding Season. There's not like a picture cover for me to show you guys, so I don't even know what this book looks like, but I do have this book to read. I'm gonna try to read my ARCs this month. Whew! But yeah, I'm excited to read this book. It says this book is dedicated to all those who work in weddings and industry hit so hard by the 2020 pandemic. Thank you for all you do to give others their perfect day. So this sounds super cute, and I'm excited to read that. So that is one of my ARCs. I also have Something Wilder by Christina Lauren, and I'm so excited to read this book. I'm not sure when these books come out, but I will be reading these very soon. We also have To Get to the Other Side by Kelly Ohlert. here is the cover of that one. And then I think I have one more. Oh, Built to Last, maybe, by Erin Hahn. Again, I don't think I have a picture for this one, but we have Built to Last. So those are my 4 arcs that I have to read, and I'm really excited to read all of those. They all sound super cute. As for more paperback books, I ordered another book by Lauren Asher. I read the fine print and I fell in love. So I decided to order the first book in the Dirty Air series, which is called Throttled. That is this. I can't wait to get the rest of the series. I love the covers of these books, but I tried to have some self-control, so I only bought the first one. But speaking of Lauren Asher, I also purchased Terms and Conditions, which I think I have mentioned this on my channel before, but this is the second book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I can't wait to read this. This is on my April TBR. I already know that it's going to be fantastic because it's Lauren Asher, and I love. So those are my Lauren Asher books. I picked up a few books by Tessa Bailey. I actually bought the whole Fix Her Up series. I'm not sure what the actual series is called, but we have Fix Her Up, Love Her or Lose Her, and then I have one more. Schools of Engagement is the other book, so I have this whole entire series now. I can't wait to read these books. I actually just finished reading a Tessa Bailey book last night. It was called Window Shopping. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's so freaking good. I love Tessa Bailey. She's one of my all-time favorite authors, so I can't wait to read those. I literally need to read every single Tessa Bailey book that is in existence because I love her writing that much. I have one other Tessa Bailey book. This one is called Hook, Line, and Sinker. This is the second book to It Happened One Summer. I loved It Happened One Summer. It was absolutely fantastic. 5 out of 5 stars. I can't wait to read this. This is about Hannah and Fox, and I already know it's going to be amazing because, again, Tessa Bailey can do no wrong in my mind. I picked up a couple Taylor Jenkins Reid books. The first one is After I Do. I have no idea what this is about, but I've seen this cover all over TikTok, so I decided that I needed to buy it. So I did. And then the other one that I bought is actually called Daisy Jones and the Six. This was a Reese's Book Club book. I've heard great things about this. I think it's like interview style, so I've heard the audiobook is fantastic. I'm gonna try to read it just like the regular book because I've just heard the book in general is great. I haven't read a Taylor Jenkins Reid book yet, but I think I have like 4 now. I have these 2 plus The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Malibu Rising, so I'm excited to read a Taylor Jenkins Reid book soon. I also picked up a few books by Mariana Zapata, and I have, again, a couple of books by her, but I haven't read any of them yet. So first we have All Roads Lead Here, and then the other one I bought is called From Lukov with Love. I know that there's a reading order to her books, even though they're not like a series. There's like a suggested reading order that like makes the most sense. So I need to get the first book in that reading order so that I can actually start reading these books, because I do want to like get the most out of them and read them in that specific order. I know it's like a long list. I don't even know what the first book is, but Target had those books, and I think one of them was on sale, one of them was a good price, and I wanted to order that Taylor Jenkins Reid book, so I made a little Target order and I decided to pick both of those up. I have another Penelope Douglas book. This one is called Punk 57. I did purchase this one, but I haven't read it yet. I'm gonna read Birthday Girl first and then probably this one. I've heard great things about Punk 57 and Penelope Douglas in general, so I'm excited for that one. We also have Priest, which this cover, I feel like wrong even showing the cover. This one's a little intense, so I can already tell you this one's not going to be for everyone. I don't even know if it's going to be for me, but I saw that the author is like doing discreet covers and they look absolutely beautiful. They have like flowers on them and they're so pretty. So I purchased this one on Kristen's recommendation. I also decided to pick up Man Enough by Justin Baldoni. Justin Baldoni is Raphael from Jane the Virgin, and he's also like, I guess, producing or directing or something the It Ends With Us movie by Colleen Hoover, and I'm so excited about it. So I saw he had a book and I thought it'd be fun to pick it up. It's retail like $29, but I got it on Amazon for like $14, so I picked that one up for my birthday. I also picked up the third book in the Twisted series. This one is called Twisted Hate. I have not read any of these books yet, but I have the first 3 now, so I definitely need to read the first Twisted book soon. Twisted Love or Twisted Games, I forget which one comes first, but I picked that one up. And then I picked up a couple of Colleen Hoover books. I have almost every single Colleen Hoover book. There's only a couple that I'm missing, but I decided to pick up Maybe Now and Maybe Not. So now I have the whole Maybe series. I already had Maybe Someday, so I'm excited to read this series. I still haven't read all of the books by her that I own, but I've read quite a few of them, and I almost have my Colleen Hoover collection complete, which makes me like happy but also sad because I want to read. I never want to run out of Colleen Hoover books, if that makes sense. So I'm very, very excited about those. Next we have Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. I bought this because I saw Larry Reed's talk about it on either YouTube or TikTok. I think it was TikTok, and I saw this at my local Barnes & Noble, so I decided to pick that one up without even really knowing what it's about. I also picked up How to Fail at Flirting. I bought this one at Second and Charles. Kristen has this book, so I decided to buy it as well because it was only $6.50, and we like to read a lot of books together, so I figured I would pick that one up. It also looks really cute. I also picked up Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I'm so excited to read this. I'm honestly kind of scared to read this because I've heard it's very emotional, but it's also very amazing, and I feel like there's a huge expectation with this book, so I definitely want to read this one soon. It sounds amazing, and I know that it's gonna make me cry. Next, I picked up this book here, which is called Bohemian by Catherine Nolan, and I actually bought this because I was on Amazon and there was a section, I don't know how I got here, but there was a section where different popular authors were listing like books that they enjoyed by other authors, and this was one that Tessa Bailey mentioned, so I had to pick this up strictly because of that. I don't even know what it's about. I just know that Tessa Bailey said that she's reread this book, and so I bought it. I also ordered this book from Amazon. This is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This is a thick book, and this one I have seen all over TikTok, all over YouTube, and I decided that it was time for me to purchase it because it looked so good, and I didn't realize it was this long, so hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get through. But it says he's absolutely not falling for the good girl on the front of the cover, so I'm excited. It sounds good just based on that. Next, I picked up a couple of books by Sophie Sullivan. I saw these at Barnes & Noble and the covers were so cute, I had to buy them. This says How to Hate, and then it's crossed out and says Love Your Neighbor, and then we have 10 rules for faking it. I have seen these books on TikTok, so I'm excited to read those. I have high hopes for them. I also picked up The Summer of Broken Rules, which I'm excited to read this one. I read the back of it and it sounds really, really cute. I think it's gonna be a good one, so I love the cover. I'm excited to read it. I'm pretty sure it's YA, but either way, I'm excited to read that one. I also picked up On Fire, which says it's a Teen Wolf novel by Nancy Holder. Oh my gosh, can I speak? I bought this on Amazon. It was a used book. It was like $7, and it's from like some library, but it has Tyler Posey on the front of it, so like I had to buy it. Kristen showed me that book and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna order that one too. So I bought that. Next, I purchased Hooked. Now this one, I was recommended this specifically, and I added it to my wish list, and then I was like looking at the cover and I was like, this looks like it might be a little too scary, so then I took it off of my wish list. And then Kristen and I saw this at Barnes & Noble, so I decided to purchase it. So did she, and I guess this is like a Captain Hook romance or something. So I'm excited to read this. I wonder if I can read the back. I'll send it. Let's read the back. My camera cut me off mid reading the back of this book, and I didn't notice until I read the whole thing. So let's start again. It says, once upon a time there was a little boy, his belly full of laughter, his life full of joy, until one day something changed, stripped his innocence away. A hole inside, making space for the devil to come and play. His dreams gone forever, he grew up way too fast, an endless night of crocodiles in watches made of glass. He grew into a villain, the taste of vengeance on his tongue, craving to make his enemies pay for the misdeeds they had done. Instead, he found a darling girl and refused to let her go, for what better way to make the man pay than to steal his little shadow. This sounds so good. I'm so excited about this. So thank you to whoever recommended this to me. I'm so glad that I ended up buying it, and I can't wait to read it. And I think this author, Emily McIntyre, has like multiple of these, like kind of like spin-off of Disney villain type situations. So if that's good, I'll definitely pick up some of the other ones. Next we have Promises and Pomegranates. I'm not sure what this is about. It's about Elena and Cal, and it says Monsters and Muses Book 1. So I guess this is a series. I didn't even know that. I've seen this book all over TikTok. Literally no clue what that could possibly be about. So we're gonna keep it that way. Next I have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is part of a trilogy, and I have heard great things about this series. I also picked up The Summer I Turned Pretty. This is also part of a trilogy. This is a YA book. I believe this one is as well, so I don't think it can be too scary. But this one is being turned into a TV show, so I figured I would get the first book and hopefully read the series before I watch the show. I don't even know where the show is going to be, but this is the same author that wrote To All the Boys I've Loved Before, which I thought was a really cute movie. I've seen it a few times. I think it's adorable, so I'm excited to read that one. Next we have Just Haven't Met You Yet by Sophie Cousins, and I've seen this one on TikTok, I've seen it on YouTube, and I actually saw it at my local Barnes & Noble, and I had it on my Amazon wishlist, so I went ahead and bought it and took it off my wishlist so I didn't, you know, buy it twice. But I'm excited to read that one. That I'm guessing based on the cover is like I don't know. I don't even know. It looks cute. Next, I decided to pick up Dating Dr. Dill, which again, I don't really know what this book is about, but I've heard amazing things. I know that this was a recent Book of the Month choice, but I ended up skipping. I've skipped the last like 3 or 4 Book of the months, which is something that I love about it. I'm not like sponsored by them at all, but I like that I can skip the months because I don't know, I feel like there's not always an option that I want to pick. So I skipped out on the Book of the Month book when this was a pick, but then I ended up purchasing it at Barnes & Noble anyway. I'm excited to read that one. I've heard great things. Then we have The Bride Test, which I think is the last book that I needed in the Kiss Quotient series. I don't know what the order is, but I know it's the Kiss Quotient, The Bride Test, and The Wedding something. Not sure again what order they go in, but now I have all 3 of those books. And the last book, oh my gosh, the last book that I have to talk about is The Sweet Spot. And this, my boyfriend actually picked out for me when we were at Barnes & Noble. And it's about this girl who works at a Miami Beach luxury hotel. I'm not sure if she gets fired or she quits. Oh, she's fired. So she's a single mom, doesn't know what to do, so she ends up applying for a job at this like brewery hotel, and she gets the job there, and I guess the guy who owns that hotel is good at like brewery stuff but not good at running a hotel, so they're gonna probably romance it up. I don't know, but it sounds really cute, and I thought that it was cute that he picked that book out for me to buy. So those are all of the books that I have purchased recently. I feel like I've been talking for like 50 minutes straight. I probably have actually. So that's everything that I had to show you guys today. Again, I'm gonna link all of these books down below. You'll see like books mentioned down below, and there's going to be a link. If you click that link, all of them will pop up in a grid, so they're all in one place, and it's just like easier to see. So anyway, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what books I should read first out of these. If you've read any of these and love them, let me know. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.